And welcome into tonight's broadcast between the Saints and Northwest University. I'm Austin Burns, your play-by-play for tonight. And you might be wondering why we're starting a little bit late here tonight. And it's the good old-fashioned I-5 traffic snuck in as the Eagles a little late coming in to Marcus Pavilion, so the game got delayed. And we're doing the starting lineups right now, so we'll be starting here in just a few minutes. These two teams had kind of a wild schedule ride as the snow, when it came in and hit and canceled St. Martin's games last week against Northwest Nazarene. There was a brief moment where Northwest might be coming up to play last weekend, and then that got canceled because, again, the snow, so they reverted back to these original dates. So we're here, we're ready to play some basketball, and we're going through the starting lineups now. For the Saints, we'll go ahead and give you their starting five now. It's a senior guard at point, number 1, Tierney DeDonatis. And then we'll have some change-ups from here. A junior guard out of California Baptist, number 25, Marin Budiman, will be starting, along with number 22, the forward, freshman out of Pullman, Washington, Ryan Clear. Playing in the usual starting 5 spots, number 14, Claire Dingus. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Saints is number 21, Mallory Vavola. Saints and the Eagles. This is the first game for St. Martin's against an NAIA opponent on the year. For Northwest, they haven't played anyone in their bracket yet. They've played all heavyweight matches, taken on Seattle U twice. They've taken on University of Portland. They've also played their one counter game against Seattle Pacific. They have taken on a gauntlet of teams here to start the year, and now they'll be facing off against the Saints. Claire Dingus in the center for St. Martin's. And it'll be the Saints controlling the tip. That's Ryan Clear. Tracked it down. First shot from Vavola, no good. Dingus rips down that O-board, gets it back, and it's going to be a jump ball. Claire Dingus, one of the best offensive rebounders in all of NCAA Division II. She gets her first one already. And now the Saints showing some pressure here with this new starting lineup. First time the Saints have rolled out this starting lineup on the year. Down low, spin move, Lorenz, no good, and Dingus rips down the board. See the Saints wanting to go quick with this offense. Down low, Clear, but she's fouled on the shot. Shalane Lorenz will get the first foul of the game called on her. First free throw up and in for Clear. The second one good as well, and this will allow the Saints to set more of that pressure. And it's a turnover, and the Saints get it right back as the pressure works out for them. Now Tierney spins around. Great move inside. Dingus once again. Here's DeDonatis, 3 on the way, no good. That one knocked around. And he'll be sending Claire Dingus to the line. Second foul on the Eagles. Andy Christinat, senior out of Huntington Beach, California, picks up the first one on her. Second one, no good. So Saints miss both free throws, but will still set that pressure. Now Eagles will fire from beyond the arc, off the front of the rim. No good for Christinat. And the Saints will go the other way with it. DeDonatis, just nobody picked her up, and she gets an easy pass in down low to Dingus. Eagles trying to get across center court, and they do. Rolling to her left. Duchesne gives it up. Christinat, 10 on the shot clock. Able to go down low. Great pass inside. Credit that to Duchesne. And the Eagles are on the board 4-2. And that ball is in and good. DeDonatis seems to be locked in right from the get-go. Saints up 7-2. Opportunity here for the Eagles. Three-pointer no good. Dingus rips down the board. Saints going the other way, 2-on-1. Gives it up to Clear, but a little bit behind her, and that ball rolls out, but staying with the Saints. So last off an Eagle. So an unfortunate touch there for Northwest. Saints had an easy 2-on-1. And now the first substitution into the game for the Saints, and it's Emily Nelson, but that ball given away. They were trying to get it to Nelson. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Duchesne couldn't connect, but the Saints will lose it out of bounds, and now the Eagles will also make a change. Grace Hammond will check into the game. And for the Saints, Janelle Sutterlet, one of the few games in her career that she has not started. Christy Martin going with a different lineup tonight. Seemed to be working out well in the first few minutes, but down low, it's Sam Van Lowe. She had a big-time game against Seattle Pacific, going 9 of 13, all from inside the arc. She led the way with 22 points. Going to have to be the big target for the Saints to try and shut down tonight. And it's 7-5, so the and one goes. Lola goes down low. Nelson steps through the defense. Easy basket. Set up by a great pass. Lola just led Nelson right into that lane. Couldn't have put it any better. Eagles look to set up the offense here in the corner. Fitzgerald gives it up to her teammate. Eagles swinging around with 5 on the shot clock. That one going to be a foul called, and they're going to call a shooting foul. No, but they're going to change that. They're going to change it back to just a foul on the floor. So Vavola checks out. Claire Dingus back into the game. 20 on the shot clock. Down low. Matched up well by Dingus. Lorenz just had nowhere to go with that one. Lorenz heaves up a shot. It misses everything. And the Saints will let it roll out of bounds. Sutterlet rolls off the screen. That's Clear. Gives it up to Nelson. Nelson spins around. Can't get that shot to go. Dingus steals it away. Coming on the backside. Just didn't see her. And now Dingus for 3 in the corner. And the Saints pull the lead back up to 7, 12-5. This is a high-tempo game to start. Saints exactly what they wanted with this new lineup, giving them some extra life. Lorenz tries to sidestep and gets bailed out there as Dingus slaps her on the wrist. Her first third on the team, and that's going to send Lorenz to the line. Kim Whedon, sophomore out of Ferndale, Washington, will check in. As her job will be to try and stop the Saints from getting the ball down low to Emily Nelson. Had a lot of good looks down low so far to start. Both free throws are good, and another substitution. Monton checking in. Caitlin Monton, the forward out of Mill Creek, Washington. Played for another NAIA school, the Masters, before transferring up to Northwest, coming back home. Down low, and there it was. And the substitution works well. Whedon comes in, gets into that passing lane, and off the fingertips of Nelson. Turnover on the Saints, but the press will stay for SMU. Eagles break it. Have a corner three, just can't get the ball there in time, and now we'll wrap it around to reset the offense. Down low, spin move, up and in. Caitlin Monton didn't take her long to make an impact on the floor. First offensive possession, she has 2 points, and the lead down to 3. Clears three, no good, and now Hammond takes it the other way. Saints playing a very aggressive defense, not giving a lot of room despite being way outside the three-point line. As Nelson rips down the board, she has 3 Eagles around her, but able to break away from the pressure, and the Saints take it the other way. Sutterlet just goes right through the defense. Nobody picks her up, and she walks right into the paint. That's one thing I want to see more out of Sutterlet, that aggressive shooter mentality. She's got a great shot. The more she attacks and gets into that rhythm, the more dangerous she can be. And a travel call will bring us to our first media timeout. There wasn't much break there. A lot of action to begin. 14-9. Saints leading here on the Saints Digital Network.
Every time a student learns something new, makes a discovery, or helps a team, it's not just good for that student, it's good for the whole community. At St. Martin's University, we know the impact a well-prepared graduate can have on the world. That's why last year, we extended more than $15 million in scholarships to our students. Because the more we invest in them, the brighter the future becomes for all of us.
And welcome back into the Saints Digital Network. St. Martin's leading 14-9. Taking a quick look at the stats. Claire Dingus leading the way. She was 2-time GNAC Player of the Week. And she has 5 points and 5 rebounds and 2 steals in just 5 minutes. She keeps this up, she might be earning her third very quickly. And then it's a multitude of Saints, 4 of them to be exact, with baskets. That makes up the Saints 14 points. Lauren Morris checks in for the Saints. First time we've seen her on the floor here tonight. And there's Dingus for 3 and off the glass. Wonder if she called it. Claire Dingus connects once again. Definitely an aspect of her game that has improved a lot from last year to this year. 3-point shooting, and it's making her a much more just explosive scorer for the Saints. Hammond answers right back in the corner for 3. So Hammond goes, I see you, Claire Dingus, and I can answer. Last tipped by the Saints. They're going to say And it's going to be in St. Martin's turnover. Also on the floor for the Saints tonight, Eternity Reed, her first mention as well. When she's in the game, Christy Martin talks about it, it really allows them to play more of that zone, really that pressure defense. And there's Hammond once again in the corner for three. And Christy Martin doesn't like what she's seeing, calls an animated timeout as Hammond back-to-back threes. And that has the lead down to 2. Northwest Nazarene. Talk about coming in clutch off the bench. As Hammond and Monton, those two came right in and have made an immediate impact. But going back to what I was talking about for Eternity Reed and for the Saints, when she's on the floor, the Saints it gives them much more length, a lot of athleticism. It allows them to play that pressure defense. So a couple substitutions for the Saints. So the Saints will have the ball here. We return to action, Lauren Morris. And now the Eagles starting to play with a much more aggressive style defense. As Morris is fouled on her drive. Shot no good. Doesn't count, I should say. Foul is beforehand. Foul there on Fitzgerald, her first, third team's foul. Neither team in the bonus quite yet. Morgan Marshall almost able to get that ball away from Claire Dingus. And Ryan Clear will check back in for the Saints. She'll replace Lauren Morris. Giannanis down low to Clear. Tried to get it out to Dingus, but tipped on the way. Back to Dingus. Easy layup from Clear to Dingus. Beautiful play, and once again, Claire Dingus. What a game she's having here to start. 10 points already. The majority of the points for the Saints. Fitzgerald gives it up. Now it's Monton. Monton gets it back. Layup. Hit off 3 points of the rim, but no good. And the Saints take it the other way. D'Adonis right in front of the Eagles bench. What a job Kim Whedon has done since she's checked into the game. Saints were getting any look they wanted down low to Emily Nelson. And now since Whedon has come into the game, she's really disrupted that flow for the Saints. And on that last possession, actually they're going to say that one was out on Nelson, but the Saints get it right back. And now Nelson relieves D'Adonis, who gets it back. Goes down low, Nelson, and there it is, but can't get it. O-board for Dingus, and she's fouled on the way back up. So just as I was talking about how Nelson has been kind of limited since Whedon has come in, she gets a great look there, just can't connect. And now Dingus will go for 2 more free throws. Hockey substitution for the Eagles as they'll change lines. 3 new players on the floor. Well, you can absolutely tell this is the first game of a doubleheader. Both teams energetic, flying around the court. Fun basketball. What a great way to start the weekend. Dingus is 2 connect, and the Saints lead back up to 6. 2 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Eagles able to break the pressure easily. Fitzgerald far side, rotating around. Duchesne. Lorenz guarded right next to her is Reed. 7 on the shot clock. The Eagles just fire it up nearly off the back rim and in, but it will stay with the Eagles. Mallory Vavola will check in for Ryan Clear. And Andy Christinat will come back into the game for Northwest. Isolation down low, able to get it to Van Lowe, but not the exact look she wants. Great drive, but just can't get the shot. I think that's going to be a block for Mallory Vavola. Kind of more just took it out of her hands. Last touch by the Eagles, and the Saints get the ball back. Diananis goes straight to the rim, gives it up to Nelson. Beautiful pass by Diananis. 4 hands in the way, and it didn't matter, and the Saints get it right back. Dingus travels, though, moving a little too fast for her feet. She knew right when she got that ball she was going to be swarmed, but walks in the process. Northwest committed 5 turnovers already in this game. Able to get it across. Shot up, no good, back iron. Lorenz can't get that one to go, and the Saints have it going the other way. Almost feels like I'm calling a track meet right now, how fast these two teams are going up and down. Dingus down low, and the feed works once again, and that's going to force a timeout by head coach Ken Crawford as the Saints lead. It was down to 2, now into the double digits, and their largest of the first quarter. We'll stay here. It's only a 30-second timeout. Go ahead and take a look at some stats. Claire Dingus, man, what more can you say about the junior? 14 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 steals and a block in just 8 minutes. Most players are very happy with that line in a full 35 minutes of action. Claire Dingus has that in just 8 already. I think another big thing that stands out to me for the Saints, 8 assists on 9 made baskets. I think that's something that Christy Martin and her staff are going to be very happy to see. Unselfish basketball, working the ball right to the rim. Exactly what the Saints had drawn up in pregame. So something we'll see here for the first time for the Saints is that 1-3-1 zone. Claire Dingus right at the top of that. Down low, great passing by the Eagles, but they can't finish. Ball taken away, and now the Saints will have the last shot. Shot clock turned off, less than 20 to go. And you got to think Claire Dingus is going to get the ball in her hands at least once. Sutterlet rolls right. She has the double screen, uses it. Easy shot, up and in for Sutterlet. Time running down. Eagles get the shot off. It's good if it goes off the back iron. No good. But the Saints end the first quarter on a roll. A 10-0 run in the last 3.5 minutes of action have the Saints up 27-15 here on the Saints Digital Network.
Opportunity to me means doing the things that will make you a better future. I always dreamed of graduating from college. So being the first one in my family to graduate, it meant everything my parents sacrificed was paying off. Having an athletic scholarship for the University of Mount Olive was key for my success. I had the opportunity to not only get an education, but be able to develop as an individual.
And welcome back into the St. Martin's Digital Network. And even though we can't have fans in the stands this year, and trust me, it is weird being in this arena without you, we still have you here in the crowd with those beautiful cardboard cutouts taking up just about every seat. It's almost a sellout over there. Only a few more spots left, so if you haven't got your cardboard cutout, go to smusaintsapparel.com. Get yours today. Saints with the ball to start the second quarter. Ended the first quarter on a 10-0 run. Here's Reed working, and she gets the basket, goes around Whedon, and it's now a 12-0 run for the Saints. Saints back to a man-to-man. They were playing that 1-3-1 right at the end. Reed's going to be called for the hands out on the three-point line. Her first foul. But the Saints will go in and out of that 1-3-1 zone a lot. We saw it especially 2 weeks ago against Seattle Pacific. That zone switch is really what led them back in the win against the Falcons. They ran it a lot in that second game. We've seen it here so far. Down low, shot doesn't go for Van Loo. She's able to get her own miss. Eagles, 10 seconds on the clock. Wide open layup, beautiful passing. Lindsay connects down low. But give a lot of credit to Kristinat with that pass. She went right around the defender. Vavola for three, answers right back. So the Eagles snap the drought, but the Saints continue to pile on. Three-pointer from one of the best three-point shooters in Division II this year. Down low once again, shot doesn't go. Van Loo can't connect. She was the leading scorer for the Eagles against Seattle Pacific. And that shot for cleared, fouled on the way up. She'll go to the line to shoot two. Couple more substitutions for both sides for the Saints. Maren Budeman taken back over. Got her first start in a Saints uniform here tonight. Now for the Saints, just about everything you could ask for has happened in the first quarter and change, shooting 12 of 19 from the floor at 63%. They're shooting 67% from beyond the arc, and they're 6 of 8 at the line. Also out-rebounding the Eagles 13-7. Deep three connects for the Eagles. At least a good 5 feet from beyond the line. That was Elise Fitzgerald. Saints wrap it all the way around. Back out. Dingus going to try a three again. Can't get that one to go. And foul called, I think, on Budeman. It looks like that's it. Coming in on that weak side. And the Saints will make some more substitutions again. First for the Eagles, Monten will take back over in the game. And for the Saints, Tierney DeDonatis on the floor and Emma Reed. First time we've said her name on the broadcast. Down low, shot up off the glass. Not an easy one by any means, but Jenny Goldsberry. Difficult shot, but gets the right hand to fall. Lead down to 12. Diodonis over to Budeman, takes the three, and the Saints answer again. Saints continuing to connect from beyond the arc, and their lead back to 15. Reed knocks that one out of play. And now Marks after that three-pointer for Budeman. 8 Saints have scored. Dingus leading the way with 14. 7 of those have 4 or less points. So outside of Dingus, a very well-balanced scoring effort from the Saints here tonight. Shot down low, no good. Bounced all the way back out. Hammond went right to her. Eagles work once again down low, but an offensive foul first. Jenny Goldsberry clearing some space and gets called for the elbow. Tierney Diadonis all the way down to the free throw line before giving it up. Budeman out to T as she goes to her left, open layup and in. Nice job by T to use her body as a shield, ward off the defender. Layup from the left hand, and the Saints lead continues to grow. And going to be a foul down low on the Saints. Eternity Reed picks up her second. And that's going to force a substitution. It looks like Emily Nelson will be checking in. Down low, Goldsberry. That one no good. Good shot though, got the right look, just couldn't get it to fall. Reed gives it up, Budeman in the corner for three, and she connects again. Marin Budeman has made the most of her start, playing some good defense, and now back-to-back three-pointers for her. And the Saints lead now it to 20. Eagles go down low once again. Rotating around, tried to get it through the defense, but knocked off a foot. Fitzgerald just couldn't quite squeeze it in. Lindsay and Marshall checking in for Northwest. Saints will stay with their 5 on the floor. 5:45 to play here in the first half. Saints up by 20. Fitzgerald over into the corner for Marshall. Down low, Goldsberry, no good. Diadonis rips the rebound away, and the Saints looking to push the other direction. Over into the corner, Budeman, can she hit for three? And she can! Budeman for three, and the Saints pulling away here in the second quarter. Her third three-pointer of the game. Using the screen, rolling around. Morgan Marshall now down low into the double team. Gets her shot back. That won't fall, but she's fouled. That was a tough pass to get it in. She had a defender in front and a defender behind. Still managed to do so, and it's going to result in a trip to the line for Jenny Goldsberry. Freshman out of Graham, Washington. Graham Kapowskin High School product. She's one of 5 freshmen on this team. Hard year to come into college basketball. It's always a difficult transition regardless from high school to college, but then you throw in COVID and all of the restrictions on practice and games. Not been an easy year for these athletes, but they've done a wonderful job following all the rules so we can be here tonight to play this game. Goldsberry gets a well-deserved rest. And it looks like the shot clock was set to 20, and so they're going to fix that, but that's going to lead us into a media timeout. Well, it's all St. Martin's here with 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. You're watching the Saints on the Saints Digital Network.
Every time a student learns something new, makes a discovery, or helps a team, it's not just good for that student, it's good for the whole community. At St. Martin's University, we know the impact a well-prepared graduate can have on the world. That's why last year, we extended more than $15 million in scholarships to our students. Because the more we invest in them, the brighter the future becomes for all of us.
And welcome back into the Saints Digital Network. I'm Austin Burns. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the stats. Grace Hammond leading the way in scoring for the Eagles with 6. And it's Sam Van Loo with 5. Goldsberry with 4 as well. For the Saints, Claire Dingus with 14. Marin Budeman, with 9. And then Tierney DeDonatis with 5. Tierney also with 4 assists. I don't want to announcers jinx her, but she has no turnovers on the night as well. Into the corner for clear. Saints wrap it back around. Now it's Dingus down low. DeDonatis with 10 on the clock, and that ball's tipped twice. Somehow still gets into the hands of Clear, and she's going to be fouled. The pass was just strong enough to go through the fingers of not one but 2 Eagles. And the foul will be called on Morgan Marshall, her first. Transfer from Everett Community College. They had Nelson cutting down low, couldn't find her. Saints with 8 on the clock. And it's just going to be Dingus from the free throw line, wide open. How she's been shooting the ball these last few weeks. You can't give her any inch of room. She's the 2-time GNAC Player of the Week this year. Believe it or not, despite all of her success in her career, she had never been a GNAC Player of the Week until this year. Second team all-conference players. She was a preseason unanimous all-conference last year. Freshman of the year. Adding to that shelf of trophies is Claire Dingus. And you know, if there was a GNAC Player of the Year award this year, you know her name would be right there at the top of that list. And I'm sure next year, when hopefully we're all back to normal, she'll be considered that GNAC preseason Player of the Year. Meanwhile, it's DeDonatis connects on the jumper. A little over 3 to go here in the second half. Marshall, near side. Now down low, Lorenz, and she gets it up and in. Shalane Lorenz, her 4th points of the night, her first basket. And now the Eagles come with it the other way into the corner. Fitzgerald. And it's going to be a foul before Van Loo can make her move. It's just a foul on Nelson, I believe. It is her first 5th team foul, so it's going to send the Eagles to the line. And once again, head coach Ken Crawford will send in 3 subs. Getting some fresh legs on the court. First one, no good. Second one connects, and the Saints lead by 22. Dingus at the line, trying to get down low to Nelson, but just can't find the right angle. Saints rotating the ball a lot around the top, trying to find that look down low for Nelson again. DeDonatis, and there's the announcer's jinx. She turns it over, and the Eagles are going the other way with it. Clear offensive foul on Caitlin Phillips. Went linebacker almost down low in the paint. And that is the 4th foul on the Eagles. Saints now starting to slow it down a little bit after that just high octane offense start. Now kind of more getting into a set rhythm, trying to find that perfect shot. Dingus comes all the way around but can't get that one to fall. Phillips with the rebound. And the Saints offense kind of starting to slow down a bit, scoreless in the last 2 minutes. 1 of 6 on their last attempts. Another basket for the Eagles has the lead to 20. And nearly taken away. Lindsay nearly got her hand completely on that one. Reed thought about it, now drives in, and it's going to be off of her foot, out of bounds, and the Saints turn it over. And we're going to see Lauren Morris and Janelle Sutterlet return to the floor. Minute 13. Again, this gym, not a stranger to some great comebacks. Just earlier this year, the Saints knocked off a 16-point lead in the second half on Seattle Pacific. Not the way you want to start, maybe getting some momentum going into the half. Offensive foul on the Eagles. They call that one down low on Sam Van Loo, her first. And that's going to trigger a substitution. Kim Whedon will check in once again. Saints have an opportunity here for what my partner usually likes to call the 2-for-1. Jeff Lucero, if you're listening, we miss you here tonight. We'll have you back on the broadcast tomorrow. So if the Saints go quick, they got it. There's Lauren Morris, triggers the 3, no good. Reed with the offensive rebound, and the putback is good. Reed at the right place at the right time, and the Saints will have another opportunity. Basket down low, great feed as well. Van Loo once again. Saints 1 second differential on the shot clock, game clock. More than likely hold for that final shot. Budeman, 10 on the clock. Reed drives to her right. Budeman's going to heave up the shot, and it goes. Her 4th three-pointer of the half. Maren Budeman on fire, and the Saints rolling here in Marcus Pavilion, 54-31. Wow, what a half for Christy Martin and her squad. Anything and everything went right for the Saints. Well, don't go anywhere, folks. We're going to take about a 12-minute break here on the Saints Digital Network. We'll be back in a few to break down some first half stats as the Saints lead by 23 here on the Saints Digital Network.
Every time a student learns something new, makes a discovery, or helps a team, it's not just good for that student, it's good for the whole community. At St. Martin's University, we know the impact a well-prepared graduate can have on the world. That's why last year, we extended more than $15 million in scholarships to our students. Because the more we invest in them, the brighter the future becomes for all of us.
And welcome back into the St. Martin's Digital Network for tonight's broadcast of the Saints versus the Eagles of Northwest. And the first half was all St. Martin's. Go ahead and take a look at the first half stats. SMU leads 54-31, and we have to start with the play of Claire Dingus. Now, she tempered off after the first 8 minutes or so, but the junior ended with 16 points, 8 rebounds, 4 steals, a block in 19 minutes of action. All of those numbers lead her team. Unbelievable first half from Dingus. Maren Budeman got her first start tonight, and wow, she has not disappointed. Has connected on all 4 of her 3-pointers. Her 12 points is second on the team. Dionatis with 7 points and 3 assists for the Saints. And Janelle Sutterlet, 4 points and 4 assists. The Saints, 14 assists on 20 field goals. And speaking of those 20 field goals, the Saints are shooting 65% from the field, 62% from beyond the arc, and 75% at the line. They're also out-rebounding the Eagles 17-12. For Northwest, they only have 1 in double digits. That's Sam Van Voo, or 10 points in 15 minutes, leads the way. Then Grace Hammond, she had those 2 3-pointers back-to-back for her. That's second on the team. And then it would fall to Jenny Goldsberry, who has 4 points and 2 rebounds. Northwest shooting 11 of 30 from the field. That's 37%. 3 of 7 from beyond the arc and 6 of 7 at the line. So they also sharing the ball real well, finishing well. 9 assists on 11 made field goals. However, they have 8 turnovers on the game. And they definitely improved their play as the game went on. They shot just 29% in that first half, shot all the way up to 46% in the second quarter. I should say 29% in that first quarter, 46% in the second quarter. For the Saints, they shot 58% in the first quarter, and they just basically didn't miss in the second quarter. 10 of 14, that's 71%. The largest lead of the game, 25 points. It came with 3:30 left in the second quarter. Both teams ready to go here to start the second half. Saints once again leading 54-31. And it'll be Northwest basketball. So after a quick discussion with the official, we're ready to go. Northwest getting first touch. Up at the top, that was Lorenz. She gives it up now down low, and it's a foul early. I believe that's going to be called on Mallory Vavola. First on the Saints, her second. Just the personal foul, not a shooting foul, so 20 seconds on the shot clock for the Eagles. Down low, once again, Lorenz. Shot up, no good. That one hit off the front of the rim for Duchesne, and now the Saints going all the way coast to coast. Vavola steps into the 3, no good. Dingus nearly got an O-board, but the Eagles rip it down. Lorenz, junior out of Seattle, Washington. And no good, but gets the offensive rebound, and they're going to call a foul on the floor. So basket doesn't count. Van Load will go. Correct me, actually. So they say foul on the floor, only the second team foul. It's on Maori Vavola, though. She picks up 2 quick fouls and will have to head to the bench. Well, she'll probably be there for an extended amount of time. And now, Eagles inbound it right in front of their own bench. Van Loo, her shot no good, but it's affected, and it's going to be a foul. So 3 quick fouls on the Saints in just 1 minute. So if you're Northwest, you have to be very happy about this. You're getting the ball down low. You're getting some foul calls. Now you get a chance to stop the clock and put some points up on the board. Exactly what you need if you want to start this comeback here in the second half. But you have to connect on the free throws. First one, no good. Second one, also no good. Budeman comes down with the rebound, and the Saints, Tierney DeDonatis leads the way. Dingus on the far side. And it's going to be a foul, it looks like, down low, away from the ball on the Eagles. Sam Van Loo picks up her second. And nearly a takeaway for Northwest. But Emily Nelson, nice job to come over on that backside and help. 10 seconds on the clock. Clear spins through a right, shot up. Hit off the front of the rim twice, no good. And that's going to be a foul almost all the way away from the basket. And Claire Dingus picks up her second, 4th foul on the Saints already. So next foul on the Saints will send the Eagles to the line. Just a minute and a half in to the third quarter. Shot no good. Clear gets the rebound, and it's going to be a foul called on Lindsay. Livy Lindsay, a junior guard out of Redding, California. Two Eagles out on point on defense. DeDonatis makes her move and gets around them. Pass inside to Clear. She just couldn't handle it. Saints have it down on the floor. It looks like a jump ball, and that is the call. So Saints will retain possession. Great job by Tierney to work around the 2 defenders. So she knows she's going to have an open player on the floor. She found her, just couldn't get the finish. But there's the finish for Claire Dingus off of the inbounds pass, and the Saints, their first basket of the third quarter. None other than Claire Dingus. Shot up and in, and a chance for an and one. Lorenz goes around Dingus, and I believe that's going to be Dingus's third, and it is. So not only does this put the Eagles in the bonus, gives them a chance for an and one, it's a third foul on the Saints' best player. It looks like Eternity Reed's going to check in for Dingus with 3 fouls. Now, Reed played a very solid first half. Played 10 minutes, 4 points, 4 rebounds, and a block for her. Emily Nelson connects on the opposite end for the Saints. Lead back to 24. Krista Nat with it. Pressured by DeDonatis, had to give it up. Now down low. Van Loo can't get her shot to fall. And it's going to go Saints' way. Last touched by the Eagles. And Kirsten Nat will have to take a seat. And checking back into the game is Lindsay. Eagles in a 2-3 zone, and there's the weak point in the zone. Ryan clear from DeDonatis, and the Saints make it look easy. And DeDonatis is going to be called for the foul, a little too aggressive. And that's going to send the Eagles to the line. We had a really quick first half action. Remember, we started this game roughly about 20 to 25 minutes on a delay due to the always wonderful I-5 traffic. But this first half, it only took about 35, 40 minutes to play in real time. One of the faster first halves I've ever seen. And now here in the third quarter, getting back to the normal rhythm. Saints get the miss, and now it's DeDonatis going the other way. Gives it up to Clear, works right in. And a beautiful job by the Saints. Eagles had to collapse on DeDonatis the moment she got in the paint. That opens up a lane for Clear, and the Saints convert on the fast break. Down low, shot up and in. Kim Whedon once again checking into the game and showing the strength, and now she gets the deflection. Taking away the inside pass for the Saints. Really like the play out of Whedon coming off the bench, the sophomore out of Ferndale High School. High energy player and grabs the rebound there. She's going to be a good player for these Eagles for years to come, it looks like. Whedon down low, tripped on her way, gives up the ball, and the Saints are going the opposite direction. They have the numbers, and it's Nelson, but that shot is just blocked by Van Loo. Read that one all the way. And a 3-second call on Whedon. And we'll go ahead and chalk that one up to an announcer's jinx. Start talking about the wonderful play and 2 back-to-back turnovers for Whedon. Sutterlet rolls around, gives it up into the quarter for Budeman. She drives, has Nelson. It's deflected and taken away by Northwest, and they turn going the other way. Marshall regroups the squad and hands it over to Fitzgerald. 20 on the shot clock, plenty of time. Has an open jumper though, beautiful. Rolled right around the screen, found the soft spot, nobody right on her. Easy jump shot, and now Saints. Budeman going for her 5th. That one no good. She was perfect in the first half. That's her first miss of the game. Had a good look. Rotating around, can't get that one to fall as Whedon. Saints push the other way. Sutterlet, now Budeman once again gives it up to Nelson. Her shot up and in. Saints interior passing tonight has been one of, if not the strongest showing in my opinion this year. That shot doesn't go. Reed pulls down the rebound. Saints have just done a great job. Unselfish basketball. Looking for just the better shots. That one can't fall for Clear. And it's been a team effort. I know Dingus having a monster game. And Budeman is connected on those 4 threes. But really, just all around the team effort here tonight. That shot doesn't go. But it looks like it's going to be a foul Don't know on which side. I think it's going to be a foul on Emily Nelson on the Saints, and that's what it is. So a foul on Nelson, her third. That's going to send the Eagles to the line when we come back. 64-39, St. Martin's leads here on the Saints Digital Network.
Opportunity to me means doing the things that will make you a better future. I always dreamed of graduating from college. So being the first one in my family to graduate, it meant everything my parents sacrificed was paying off. Having an athletic scholarship for the University of Mount Olive was key for my success. I had the opportunity to not only get an education, but be able to develop as an individual.
And welcome back into the Saints Digital Network. Action-packed weekend for women's basketball as we'll see these two teams square off tomorrow at 3 p.m. You can watch the game live on YouTube for free like always. Links are also found on smusaints.com. Well, the Saints went with a different starting lineup tonight. They had rolled out the same starting lineup for the first 7 games of the year, but tonight went with a different one. We saw some new names like Ryan Clear in the lineup, Maren Budeman in the lineup as well, and Mallory Vavola, who's no stranger to the starting lineup last year, kind of then rotated more into 6th player off the bench, or first player off the bench, 6th player, and now gets the start here tonight. So the Saints changing up the lineup, trying to get a different spark, a different energy, like especially on that defensive end. I'm talking with head coach Christy Martin. She really wanted to see the Saints team respond well on the defensive end. So far, 40 points allowed through the first 27 minutes of action. I'm sure Christy Martin's going to be very happy with the adjustments she's made. Team really seems to be responding well. Eagles with it, 15 on the shot clock. Five now on the clock, down low. Ball knocked around, and the Saints are going to get it. Would have been a 30-second violation anyway, and now here's Vavola. Stops, hesitates, and gets called for the foul. Foul is on Caitlin Monton. Her second, third team foul, so Saints will be inbounding. Not the only game in action for the Saints tonight, as the men's team also in action. They've already wrapped up their first game against Northwest Nazarene on the road. So the Nighthawks use a second half run of 27-7 to come back and take down the Saints. Northwest Nazarene ranked 13th in the media poll and was on the first NCAA regional watch list. They didn't rank any of the teams in the region. Northwest Nazarene was the lone school for the GNAC included. Reed's first one no good, second one as well. And Monton pulls down the board. Emma Reed back onto the floor for the Saints, playing defense there against Lindsay. Shot clock running low. Monton, her shot, no good, falls short. Offensive rebound, that's Goldsberry, and she'll go to the line to shoot. And Mallory Vavola called for the foul, her fourth. Saints dealing with some foul trouble here tonight, but still up 24. First one on the way and in for Goldsberry. Ten of 15 on the night for the Eagles at the line. They're going to need some more of that. They want to continue to cut into the Saints' lead. DeDonatis for three, though. And the lead back to 25. T, usually that facilitator, doing a lot of the play calling and finding the passes. That time she found some open room and went, don't mind me. She's going to go ahead and hit a three here. Pass down low, given right back. And now back down low. Goldsberry shot no good. Clear able to track it down. And she's going to be fouled right on that baseline. Excuse me, not a foul called. Looks like they're going to call maybe a foot on the line for Northwest. Not 100% sure what the call was there. But it's Saints basketball either way. Reed down low, just rolled right through about three defenders. Gets bumped on the way up, and she'll now go to the line. That's the third foul on Goldsberry. She'll be one of the three leaving the floor. Kristinat and Monten as joining her on the bench. Reed really starting to come alive for the Saints in the last few games. Freshman out of California, Santa Monica High School. We were talking about earlier in the broadcast, she adds a lot of length, a lot of athleticism on the floor. Who she reminds me a lot of is Claire Dingus. Those first few games we saw Claire her freshman year, we just saw a long, athletic forward who loves to be in the right down low. As I say that, there's Reed with the rebound. And Dingus worked on her offensive game, and I think that's what we're seeing a lot. And there's Tyranny DeDonatis and one. Muscles her way into the lane, converts the basket. That's one for the highlight reel for the senior. But back to Reed, really starting to develop as a freshman. And again, shortened season, everybody gets this year of eligibility back in the NCAA. So Reed will be a freshman once again next year. I think the way she's playing, she'll definitely have a shot at being a freshman of the year. Christy Martin has had two of those in her career here at St. Martin's. Beautiful passing by Northwest. That's Caitlin Phillips on the receiving end of the final pass. Easy layup in transition for the Eagles. 3-second shot clock differential. The Saints can hold for basically the last shot of the half. DeDonatis, Eagles in a 2-3 zone, uses the screen, rolls right, goes all the way around, Reed's three, no good. Clear, gets her hands on the ball, falls on it. And I think it's going to be a timeout called by the Saints with 1.8 seconds left to go. And that's actually going to bring us to a media timeout as well. So St. Martin's leading 72-44 here on the Saints Digital Network.
Every time a student learns something new, makes a discovery, or helps a team, it's not just good for that student, it's good for the whole community. At St. Martin's University, we know the impact a well-prepared graduate can have on the world. That's why last year, we extended more than $15 million in scholarships to our students. Because the more we invest in them, the brighter the future becomes for all of us.
And welcome back into the Saints Digital Network. Remember, Saints and Northwest will be taking on each other tomorrow at 3 o'clock game. You won't want to miss. Doubleheader action. You know, that's something about this COVID scheduling that I personally have really found to be really cool to see two teams go at it back-to-back nights. Gives a lot of opportunities just the players to, second game, it becomes more about just playing basketball. And a foul by Northwest. 0.3 of a second off the clock, and that's going to send Reed to the line. I don't think that's what head coach Ken Crawford had in mind. As Reed will shoot 2. Normal scheduling, usually it's you play one team and then you play their travel partner. Here in this COVID, you play back-to-back teams, and it's kind of been an interesting scheduling as that one rolls on in. Been a lot of fun to call, that's for sure. Shot goes up, it's going to count, but short. St. Martin's lead has grown to 30 as we head to the final 10 minutes of action. Don't go anywhere. The finale between the Saints and the Eagles coming right up.
Opportunity to me means doing the things that will make you a better future. I always dreamed of graduating from college. So being the first one in my family to graduate, it meant everything my parents sacrificed was paying off. Having an athletic scholarship for the University of Mount Olive was key for my success. I had the opportunity to not only get an education, but be able to develop as an individual.
And welcome back into the Saints Digital Network. You know, and despite the rain, we had some snow last week that canceled some games. Believe it or not, we are just less than 24 hours away from some Saints softball. Tomorrow, the Saints will be heading down to Forest Grove, Oregon to take on Pacific, their first 2 games of the year. And then next week, the Saints will be playing their first home games against Willamette. Baseball will be playing their first games of the year as well, taking on Central Washington first in Ellensburg and then at home. And a reminder to all fans that fans will not be allowed inside the facilities for any games this year. That includes baseball, softball, and our fall sports that we'll be playing here in just a few weeks as well, volleyball and soccer's. No fans. It was a GNAC decision on Thursday, but a lot of good news came out on Thursday despite not being able to have fans. Simon Fraser was the lone school who opted out of the GNAC for spring sports. Everybody else opting in. So good turn of events. Teams ready to get back into the flow of action. So I know I'm excited to be watching some softball, baseball, and also some volleyball, soccer this spring. Now we just need some good weather to cooperate with us. That's always fun here in the Pacific Northwest. It'll be Eagles basketball with 20 on the shot clock underneath the basket. And before the ball could get in, down low to Whedon, she's called for the offensive foul on Claire Dingus. Dingus, who missed a lot of time in that third quarter with fouls, back on the floor, and she finds Reed right there. Credit Dingus with the assist, and for Reed, another basket. Make that her 10th point of the game. She becomes the 4th Saint now in double digits, and we could end with up to 6 as Emily Nelson has 8 and Ryan Clear has 8 as well. Donatis just rolls all the way down the floor, just nothing, had everything but the finish. Upset with herself there, she couldn't complete the layup, but the Saints able to get the offensive rebound, and it's none other than Claire Dingus. Saints currently on a 12-2 run spanning over 3 minutes of action.
Foul number 33, Kim Wetton, her second personal. Team second, Saints ball.
Whedon picks up the foul, her second on the team. That ball knocked out of play, and we'll do it again right there in front of the Saints bench. Donatis gets it. Uses the screen, wide open 3, no good. Rebound pulled down in Northwest, going the other way. Shot misses, everything turned into almost a pass. That shot, and it goes in. Looked like it was going out, so a shot that turned into a pass, the putback no good. And then the second putback made it. Ryan Clear on the opposite end for 3, and she becomes the 5th Saint in double digits. And the team effort continues to spread for the Saints. Dingus given no room out on the perimeter. Nice drive down low. Morgan Marshall saw that lane to the right, went out and around the defender, and now will be rewarded with 2 free throws. And another wave substitution for the Eagles, 3 in, 3 out. And Marshall's first connects nothing but net. And her second short. Dingus with the rebound. Donatis now with it. Reed wide open at the free throw line. Passes it around. Now right there on the block. Clear. 10 on the shot clock for the Saints. They get it down low to Dingus, but she's going to have to reset. Here's Reed off to Clear, and it's up and in. Reed, perfect pass to Clear, and Clear does the rest. Now a chance to complete the and one. For Clear, that's her 13th point of the game. That's tied for second most with Tierney DeDonatis. That one no good. It goes out, and it's going to stay with the Saints. So the Saints continuing to win on the offensive glass. Well, another note is Dingus 1 rebound away from a double-double. She has 18 points and 9 rebounds. She also has 5 steals. Not going to say a triple-double is out of reach because I've seen Dingus multiple times get 2-3 steals in about a minute span as Clear just pulls up, and what a game she's having. And that forces a timeout for the Eagles as Ryan Clear having herself a game. The freshman lighting up. It's the Saints on top big.
Every time a student learns something new, makes a discovery, or helps a team, it's not just good for that student, it's good for the whole community. At St. Martin's University, we know the impact a well-prepared graduate can have on the world. That's why last year, we extended more than $15 million in scholarships to our students. Because the more we invest in them, the brighter the future becomes for all of us.
And welcome back in to the Saints Digital Network. The 83 points for the Saints, already the high for the season. And I'm doing some quick digging here, and it looks like the last time the Saints scored more than 83 points in a game was on January 2nd of 2019, or correction, 2020. Against the University of Alaska, the Saints won that game 96-62 inside this very arena. So will the Saints be able to get up to around the century mark once again? We will see here in the final 6.5 minutes. Shot no good, clear, flies in, grabs another rebound. Now, this is a player that's really starting to come alive for SMU. You know, the future looks bright when you also have players like Claire Dingus, but when you bring in freshmen like Reed and Clear, gives the Saints just a whole lot of looks. They can do so much more on the floor, defensively and offensively. And a travel there for Clear. Quick hop. But a lot of young talent on the team for the Saints, along with some great senior, upperclassmen leadership in Tierney Dionanis, Mallory Vavola, and Claire Dingus. Nice pass down low for the Eagles. We'll give Northwest credit. Despite being down quite a bit in this one, they have not taken a possession off. There has been no quit as Ryan Clear once again connects. She just can't be stopped. She has 18 points on the night. That now ties her with Dingus for the lead. Going back to Northwest, they have not shown any quit. Absolutely none tonight. And again, they've faced some really hard competition this season, no doubt about it. 2 games on the road against Seattle U. They drove all the way down to face University of Portland. They've faced the Falcons of Seattle Pacific, and now here on the road against the Saints, which they'll return tomorrow night. This has not been an easy schedule for the Eagles, but games against high level of competition shows what you're made of, and it's great learning opportunities as the Eagles will kind of go into a second half of their schedule where they take on their fellow NAIA opponents. I believe this is their last weekend of upper division play. And it'll be Eagles basketball with 5:05 left here in the final quarter. Down low look, beautiful passing once again from Northwest. And credit that one. The assist goes to Lorenz, and she floated that ball perfectly for Van Loo. Easy layup, and the Eagles, they've had a few of those tonight where they've been able to just move the ball around smooth just like that, but not the finish. Dingus gets the rebound, completes the double-double, and now has 20 on the night. Talk about a game. 20 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists for Dingus. Shot no good. Looked good out of the hands for Grace Hammond, but just can't get that one to fall. Cross-court pass, Reed wide open. Shot off the front of the rim. And now going the other way, Hammond once again. Just gonna pull it out. Shot in the corner. Doesn't fall. Reed goes to track it down. Last touch by the Eagles, though. So it'll be Saints basketball. And Claire Dingus going to check out, and you got to assume that's going to be it for the junior. She's going to end, like I said, 20 points, 10 rebounds, 5 steals, 3 assists, a block, and only 1 turnover in 28 minutes of action. She had such a start, too. I believe scoring 16 points in the first 8 minutes. Just unstoppable was Claire Dingus tonight. And there's her counterpart, also looking unstoppable, Ryan Clear. She wants that top scoring effort tonight. Connects on another one, and she sits at 18. And it's going to be a foul down low. Looks like on, I assume it was on St. Martin's. It looks like it was. Or correction, on Northwest. I should have second guessed myself. So we have a brand new Saint on the floor. All the way from Spain, Leah Curious makes her St. Martin's debut, and she gets the ball down low, but is going to travel with the ball on her first touch. But her first minutes in a Saints uniform. And we'll also see some other substitutions for the Eagles. Kaylee Bell checks on, along with Molly Oswald. Both freshmen. Bell out of Salem, Oregon. Oswald out of Chelan, Washington. Shot no good. Ball down on the floor. Eagles able to come away with it. No good from the corner. Reed able to take it away. And she is fouled, so she'll actually go to the line now. And another Eagle who had checked into the game, number 11, Maria Arroyo Sanchez out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. First one goes for Reed. 11 points for her so far on the night. 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. What a performance off the bench for Reed. It really just gives the Saints so many looks because they can. Claire Dingus now, granted, doesn't sub out very often, but you can run that offense of Claire Dingus and Reed all on the floor at once, or you can give one of them a rest. I mean, gives the Saints a lot of looks at that forward position. A lot of athleticism as well. 2 and change left here. Saints up by 41. As Reed tips that one into the corner. 10 on the shot clock. Shot from the free throw line. No good. Morris tracks it down. And Gets it all the way across to Sutterlet. Reed down low, Curious. Over to Morris. And Saints trying to get the ball down low to Curious as that one off of her face and out of bounds. Caitlin Phillips returns to the floor for Northwest along with Emily Stroyan. Stroyan, the freshman guard out of Auburn, Washington. And now down low, and Stroyan gets that one to go and has a chance to complete the and one. And the Eagles get the offensive rebound and keep the possession alive. Stroyan once again goes to work, shot up, no good, gets her own miss. Shot goes back and she's fouled, so she'll get another chance at the line, this time shooting two. And that's going to be the end of the game for Reed as she picks up her fifth foul, and Clear will come back onto the floor. First shot up and in. Once again, the Saints and the Eagles will be taking the second game of the doubleheader tomorrow at 3 p.m. You can watch it live on YouTube for free, as always, here on the Saints Digital Network. Sutterlet, near side. Goes back over to Reed, who goes down low from Morris, but it's going to be a foul called. So Morris will go to the line. And that's going to give Morris a chance to get into the scoring ledger as well. And she becomes the 9th Saint to score a point here tonight. And the Eagles with it here near side. And looks like a foul is going to be called on the Saints. 50 seconds left to go. And the Saints are going to be able to get just about everybody into the game here tonight, as Leah Sopak, the freshman guard out of California, checks in. First one, no good. Well, another basket here for the Saints as Curious gets a rebound there. First rebound. Now here's Sopak, three on the way. Looks good out of the hand. Hits off the front of the rim, goes over the backboard. You gotta like it. Come into the game, fire away. Eagles looking to go down low, and they turn it over, trying to get the ball in the hands of Stroyan. And now the Saints will have an opportunity to dribble the clock out, as they will take care of business, 94-55. First game of a doubleheader Saints and the Eagles match up tomorrow night. For the Saints, this will improve them to 4-4 on the year. For Northwest, they will drop to 0-2. Well, don't go anywhere. We're going to be back with the Saints post-game show. And also along with the Saint player of the game. We'll be back in just a few minutes to break down the action in this one here on the Saints Digital Network.
Opportunity to me means doing the things that will make you a better future. I always dreamed of graduating from college. So being the first one in my family to graduate, it meant everything my parents sacrificed was paying off. Having an athletic scholarship for the University of Mount Olive was key for my success. I had the opportunity to not only get an education, but be able to develop as an individual.
And welcome back in for the St. Martin's post-game show, and it's the Saints victorious by a large margin here tonight, 94-55. They improved to 4-4 on the year. Let's go ahead and look at some game stats. First for the visitors, Northwest, and leading the way for him in the scoring column was Sam Van Loo with 15 points, 6 of 14 shooting. She also had 6 rebounds and her 1 block. That all led the team in 28 minutes of action. And then Jenny Goldsberry with 6 points and 3 rebounds. Fitzgerald also added 6 points in. And the Eagles went 19 of 58 from the field. That's 33%. They were 3 of 12 from beyond the arc and 14 of 23 at the line. They committed 14 turnovers with 15 assists. You know, something that I think Ken Crawford definitely is going to be happy about. 15 assists on just 19 made baskets. You know, that's a great ratio right there. For the Saints, leading the way, it's none other than Claire Tingus. 20 points, 10 rebounds, 5 steals, 3 assists, and a block. That is a mouthful. She was 8 of 11 from the field tonight. She hit 2 threes as well and played only 28 minutes of action. Very efficient night for the forward. Ryan Clear got her first start tonight, and she didn't disappoint by any means. 20 points as well for her, 5 rebounds. She also played in 28 minutes of action. Then it goes to Tierney DeDonatis, 13 points, 6 assists, only 1 turnover for the senior guard, and she also had 3 rebounds. The other Saints in double digits tonight. Marin Budeman, 12 points, all of them coming from beyond the arc. She had 3 rebounds as well. And then Eternity Reed with 12 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists in 24 minutes of action. Emily Nelson also connected for 8 points and 3 rebounds in 17 minutes. Saints scored 94 points. That's the most since January 2nd of 2020, where they scored 96 on this very court. That is by far the most they've scored on this season as well. And it was just an all-around night for them. 34-59, 58% from the field, 11 of 23 beyond the arc, but 48%, and 15 of 20 at the free throw line. The Saints out-rebounded the Eagles 40-30, and also connected on 23 assists on 34 made baskets with only 12 turnovers. I'm sure Christy Martin will be very happy to see that stat here tonight. Well, that's going to just about do us on the broadcast. But first, we have to unveil the player of the game, and it's none other than Claire Dinkus once again. Just the all-around performance, that explosive start. When I talked to Christy Martin pregame, she talked about how much she wanted to light a fire under this team to start. She wanted to come out with high energy, and Claire Dinkus, she did not disappoint in those first 8 minutes. It's just an absolute superstar on the court, and from beginning to end, the Saints were in control of this one here tonight. Well, we got a lot of Saints action on the docket tomorrow on the road. Saints softball taking on Pacific, their first games of the year. So make sure you check out the links on smusaints.com for those. The men's basketball team will be wrapping up their trip to Northwest Nazarene, where the Saints fell earlier tonight against the Nighthawks, the nationally ranked Nighthawks. The Saints will be looking for the upset win tomorrow. And women's basketball right back here at 3 o'clock to take on the Eagles at Northwest once again. Well, thank you so much for joining us here tonight on the Saints broadcast. We'll be back at it again at about 2:45 tomorrow, so make sure you tune in for some Saints pregame show. I'm Austin Burns. Thanks for stopping by tonight and watching some basketball with us, and we will see you tomorrow here on the Saints Digital Network.